Hey YouTube, it's Eric here. Sorry I haven't made a video lately, I just haven't been around to it. So anyway, I figured to make this video and kind of half tell you about my day yesterday and kind of a rant a little bit. So yesterday, as you know, I've told you before, I live in an apartment. And I've lived there for about 10 years. I got new neighbors that live above me. They've only been there maybe 3 months. So yesterday, it was 12:30 in the afternoon, and I needed to pump up my tires. So I get my compressor out like I always do, pumped up my tires. He comes out on his balcony and starts complaining. He's like, "You do know I work midnights?" I'm like, "Oh, no. How am I supposed to know what you work? You don't drive, so can never tell, right? Don't know if he's home or not." Anyway, we left it at that. I was finished pumping up my tires. Later on in the afternoon, my buddy Chris gave me a call and said that Bo from SOS Towing, which I'll show you a card. It might be backwards to you guys. Sorry if it is. I don't know if that's backwards to you guys. It's backwards to me on my screen. So anyway, that's SOS Towing. So if you want to pause it, and I'll flip it around so you can get the number. If you got to pause that to read it, that's good. So anyway, he had some stuff that he wanted me to look at on his tow truck because they know I do the lighting and I do wiring and stuff like that. So he brings his tow truck by. Nice Ford F350, really nice. So we spent quite a few hours working on that. I mean, we're not making noise. I'm just looking at wiring. I'm underneath it, and then we tried to, he's got some lights that he wants to get to sync up. They're not syncing properly in the back, his strobes. So we were trying to work on that, and we just kind of got it pretty close, and I taped them up so they're good for now until he's able to come back. Well, while I was under the truck, and it was raining, by the way, while I was under the truck, my landlord shows up. So I go over and talk to him, and he says, "What you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm just, he had some problems with some of his lights, and I'm taping the wires. I just got them working for him, and I'm taping them up." It's like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "The neighbor upstairs called me, and complained that you're running your compressor." I said, "I ran my compressor at like 12:30 in the afternoon just to pump up some tires on my vehicle so I could go get my son from school." It's like, "Oh, okay." So he leaves. No problem there. Then get back, finish up on the tow truck, and then they leave, and the neighbor again. As soon as he heard the tow truck leave, he comes out, and he just starts beaking. Yap, 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 yap. "Oh, this and that, and we're supposed to be neighbors. I pay rent here. You're out here running a jackhammer," and blah, blah. I'm like, "Jackhammer?" And he's blaming me for all the damn noise in the neighborhood. There's a house right next door that's being completely renovated. They've got one of those huge roll-off bins that they've been filling up. They're the ones making the noise. Anyway. So he's like, "Oh, you don't want me to call the cops and that on you, do you?" And I'm like, "I don't really care. Call them. I'm out there at 12:30 in the afternoon pumping up my tires. What's a cop going to do? Nothing." And then he's like, "Oh, well, this is a residential building. You can't be working on vehicles. You can't be working on vehicles in the parking lot and blah, blah, blah." Haha. But what he doesn't know is our building is zoned both, because there was offices up front. There was accountant's office and another office, and yeah, its own commercial and residential. So he can't really do anything about it, and the cops will say the same thing, you know. And I mean, yeah, I don't call the landlord on them for, you know, last Saturday, for instance. Last Saturday, they turned around and at 5:30 in the morning started doing their laundry. Did I call the landlord? No. I hear them stomping around and running around upstairs all the time. Do I call the landlord? No. So, sorry for ranting. I just need to kind of get that off my chest. And, you know, neighbors suck. Especially when you live in an apartment. Neighbors suck. Especially new neighbors. You know, I've been in my building for 10 years. You know, I've got the keys to the whole building. That's how much the landlord trusts me. You know, I do the winter maintenance around there. I do the shoveling, the salting. You know, I showed them that apartment. You know, because sometimes the landlord can't make it down to show the apartment, so that's me. I do it. I show it for him. Ridiculous. Very ridiculous. But anyway, hopefully everybody's well out there in YouTube land. And if you guessed, I'm sitting in my laser like usual. And I'm sitting at the school waiting for my son to get done. So I can go home and relax. Because like I said, I was underneath a tow truck. See, what happened is, you know, on the back of a tow truck, and this is the one with the boom. This isn't the roll-off, or the flatbed. This has got the lift on it. Well, it's got your controls on each side at the back, and then this one has the remote for inside the cab. Well, when he bought this tow truck, somebody had already ripped apart the hand controls for in the cab, and we were trying to figure that out. And I tell you, whoever designed them was very crafty, because each toggle switch has 6 holes, you know, where you attach your wire, and they're all looped together. And it took us a while to figure out what was what on it, because for power, you actually have to have the red and orange together, and the ground is white. Believe it or not, the ground is white. Weird. And that's what was in the control box. And then of course the wiring up underneath to the solenoid for the hydraulics, they're different colored than what the control box is. So, but we got it figured out, and we've come to the conclusion that the solenoid unit, because it's got your hydraulic lines going into it, and it has 4 solenoids, which correspond with the switch, the 4 switches, and each switch has a down or an up, you know. And when you say I hit up, which activates this one, and then it moves the little thing inside for the hydraulics. Well, anyway, we weren't getting anything, so we tested it. We've got power from the switch all the way up to, I touched each terminal on the solenoids, and they're fine. We got power up to them, and that works fine. What I'm thinking is either they're all messed up, like each solenoid's messed up, and that's why they disconnected it, or it's not grounded properly. There's no ground. So, don't know, because I was using a test light grounded to the frame, so I knew I had a good ground. So that's what we're thinking. So they're gonna take it down, they're gonna clean it, reground it, and then bring it back, and I'll get it all I'll get it all wired up and get it all sealed back up through the cab and everything. And as long as it's all working, we're all happy. So that's what I've been up to. I really don't know what to do about this neighbor. He's gonna be a pain in the ass, I see. He already got one neighbor evicted because he got a puppy, and the puppy was barking too much or whatever. Which, in some ways, I can understand because in your lease agreement it says no dogs. I mean, yes, he breached his lease, so he broke his lease. So anyway, I don't know what to do. It's just very frustrating, you know, because I don't have a garage, and this is how I make my money. So I'm just gonna have to sit down and have a nice long chat with the landlord and see what we can do, because I'm not gonna stop working on vehicles just to please one neighbor. He doesn't like it, he can move. That's all I gotta say. So anyway, I think that's it for now. Sorry again that I haven't really made very many videos. Like I said, I don't know. I had just been going through some stuff. This morning, my grandmother was rushed to the hospital. So far she's still there. I think she's okay. She's alert and everything. But her heart rate dropped right down to, and even the doctor said, you shouldn't be alive. Her heart rate was that low. But it was starting to level back out. So they ran some blood tests, and they're going to try and figure out what caused it. So I'm just waiting to hear any more news on that. Yeah, that's about it. So, and now, as I was already frustrated from last night, and I didn't need to hear that this morning. Oh well. Anyway, YouTube, as always, thanks for watching. I'm going to try and, it's starting to get really nice out, and I'm going to try and get a lot more content up for you. It's just trying to figure out what content I can put up that you guys will enjoy. So, again, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please comment down below. Please rate, thumbs up, thumbs down. They need a sideways one. And subscribe. And tell your friends. I might do something that interests them, like with the lights or whatnot. Tell them. And as always, when you see the flashing lights, slow down, move over. It's the law. Take care, YouTube. See you guys soon.